Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G and I'm funkin' hungry. In this video, we're going to try Cadbury Dairy Milk Caramilk Top Deck. So this is a special edition block of chocolate. We'll flip it over to the back. Just under here, we have the nutrition information, but I'll leave that on screen for you. And also, I'll leave the ingredients here for you if you want to take a look, you want to pause and have a read. But it contains milk chocolate, 60%, caramelized white chocolate, 40%. White chocolate contains cocoa solids, 23%, milk solids, 29%. Allergen statement contains milk and soy, may contain wheat, peanuts and tree nuts. It does say down here, new allergen, see back of pack. And in the allergen statement, it does have wheat in white text instead of gold text. The rest is gold and wheat is highlighted in white. So I guess that's the new allergen that they've added to it. Good on them. Keeping us on our toes. So I've had this for a while sitting in the fridge, so I don't know if this is still available in the shops. But I'm going to bust this open, give it a taste, and give it a review and a rating. Alright, let's go. Oh, that smells really nice. You can smell the dairy milk and you can smell the Caramilk. I guess that's why it's Top Deck Caramilk. So the dairy milk is a little bit stronger. I smell that more than the Caramilk. Let's break a row off and give it a taste. Oh, 2 rows. I'm just breaking it up like I'm some sort of ninja. Must have been that one session of karate that I had. Alright, let's give it a taste. Cheers. So my first impressions are that it's been in the fridge so long, it's a bit hard and it's not melting in my mouth like I'd want it to. But besides that, it's quite dairy milk heavy and you do get this background flavour that you can't quite distinguish. But obviously it's the Caramilk, but yeah, quite dairy milk heavy. I'd like it to be a little bit more softer, but that's, you know, I put it in there because I got it when the weather was quite warm. Now the weather's quite cold. You know, if you've seen some of my other reviews, the chocolate melts so quickly when it's warm weather, you know, so you've got to have it in the fridge just to keep it a little bit solid and not just turning into goo. But yeah, it's quite nice. The dairy milk definitely overpowers the Caramilk, but I do like them trying out all these different versions of Caramilk. Is quite cool. So some of them are working, some of them not quite so much. I mean, most of them have been nice, but the Caramilk is quite a delicate flavour in a way. You know, it's quite easy to overpower this. So, you know, when they put it with wafer, the wafer sort of is a little bit strong for it. When they did Hokey Pokey, which was like honeycomb, that was a little bit sort of not overpowering, but it just, yeah, it didn't work the best. But I do like that they're trying all these different Caramilks, you know. Some of them are going to be a winner. I mean, all of them are nice, but some of them, like just original Caramilk, you can't really beat that. It's kind of like dairy milk. You know, they put it with all this different stuff, and some of them work, some of them are a bit meh. Most of the time they're still, you know, pretty delicious though. But dairy milk by itself is still nice, you know. Just a block of dairy milk is quite a nice block of chocolate. Okay, I've had this in my fingers while I've been talking a bit of cod shit, so let's give this a taste and see if this is a little bit more melted now. Okay, that was a lot more nicer because it was melted slightly in my fingers or from the heat. It definitely melted in my mouth more. You know, it wasn't this hard bit of chocolate. It definitely melted, coated my mouth. All my taste buds were feeling that. And yeah, the Caramilk, you can't really distinguish what it is. It adds a whole lot more creaminess to it. Dairy milk didn't overtake the flavour too much there. You know, I guess when it was hard, that was all I could kind of taste. But as it melted in my mouth, it was more creamy, a bit more milky. So it's definitely different than just dairy milk by itself or Caramilk by itself. But yeah, it's not the best chocolate, but it's still delicious. Like, the reason it's not the best is because if you gave this to someone, you probably couldn't really work out that this was dairy milk and Caramilk. This is different than dairy milk though, you know there's something else there. But with white chocolate, the original Top Deck, which is white chocolate and dairy milk, I'd say they work a little bit more well together. You know, the white chocolate and the dairy milk seem to sort of, you know, mix together well, which this does, but you can kind of work out that is dairy milk and white chocolate. Where this, it's a little bit hard to work out what that other flavour is. I mean, obviously I know, so I know it's Caramilk, but yeah, if you gave it to someone, they didn't know what it was, they couldn't see it, you know, you blindfold them or whatever, if you're into that sort of stuff, and yeah, probably couldn't work out what this was, but it's still delicious, still absolutely fantastic. It's still nice though, so I'm not complaining, I'm just trying to break it down for you. Sipping on tea like Kermit. The nice cooler weather, a nice bit of chocolate, the Kermit washes that down really nice. That is soul food or soul drink right there. Nectar of the gods. Alright, so my rating for Cadbury Dairy Milk Caramilk Top Deck, I'm going to give that a rating of 7.9 out of 10. It is really nice. It's a delicious block of chocolate. You know, I could just down this quite easily. But also, the flavours don't go together that well. That's why it's lost some points. You know, it'd be higher up, I'd say, if the Caramilk and the dairy milk work together a little bit more nicely, or you can sort of taste one and the other. It does definitely add a lot of flavour to the dairy milk, you know, it makes it more creamy. That caramelized white chocolate definitely adds a lot of different flavour to it, so it's not just a dairy milk. Yeah, let me know if you've tried Dairy Milk Caramilk Top Deck. I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you agree, disagree, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. It's a special edition, so hopefully you can still find it out there. I did buy a few blocks of chocolate, and I don't want to, you know, eat them all at once. Otherwise you'd get a review every day of me just eating a different block of chocolate. But yeah, I tried to spread them out a little bit more, just to, you know, be a bit more healthier, I guess, if you could say that with a block of chocolate. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could please like, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. This was G from Phunken Hungry, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.